This video is part of the Parliamentary Procedure series and has been organized to explain incidental motions. Incidental motions apply to the method of transacting rather than the substance of business, meaning they refer to how the business is conducted as opposed to the business itself. They have no established order of precedence, but must be decided immediately and before voting on the prior motion. When you motion to take from the table, you are bringing back a motion which has been laid on the table, either in the same meeting or a previous meeting where a time period was specified for it to remain on the table. There cannot be any other business on the floor when you move to take a motion from the table, and it requires a second. The motion is not debatable or amendable, and subsidiary motions do not apply. After the vote, if it is defeated, other business must transpire before it can be brought up again. Sometimes you need to get something done which cannot normally happen because of the established rules, in which case you can motion to suspend the rules. In order to do so, the rule or rules you're trying to suspend must be clearly stated and then voted upon. This motion is not debatable and requires a 2/3 approval to pass. Rules can only be suspended if doing so does not violate the organization's constitution, bylaws, or local, state, or federal law, or the fundamental principles of parliamentary procedure. When an individual makes a motion, sometimes they change their mind or no longer want to debate the issue. A motion may be withdrawn by the person who made it at any time before a final action is reached if a majority of the assembly approves the request. A second is not needed, and a motion to withdraw a motion may not be debated or amended. If at any point during a meeting something occurs outside of the rules, you can rise to a point of order. When you rise to a point of order, you are pointing out that a rule of the assembly is being violated and needs to be addressed before business can move forward. If it is true, the chair of the meeting is obligated to enforce the rule. The maker may interrupt a speaker, and a second is not needed, nor is debate allowed. The ruling on a point of order has to be made by the chair. Rising to a parliamentary inquiry is also known as a point of information. This is done when you have a question about a proper procedure or the business at hand. It has to be asked in the form of a question and cannot be a statement in the form of a question. The maker may interrupt a speaker, and a second is not needed, nor is debate allowed. The chair will then provide an answer before proceeding with the business that was interrupted. If the chair is not comfortable answering the question, they may defer to a person that has more information. For additional information, please visit the website or contact your chapter educational resource coordinator at the Heritage Center. For assistance in determining the coordinator for your region, please visit www.aksci.org/staff. Thank you for listening to this program. If you have suggestions for future webinar or e-learning topics, ways to improve this program, please email these to education@